We were.
It was a soft R.
It was a soft R. What is R for? Oh, you're supposed to sing the song. So we're going to go through this fun little skit, and then we're going to go ahead and hit the music.
I think so.
So to go ahead and sing the song so that way I can do my part.
Oh, I'm going to do it alone?
Oh, you got to sing it with him. Can you tell me how to
I have no idea.
You got to sing. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
How to get to Sesame Street.
There you go. Sing it with him.
I already sang it.
Oh. And then it's my turn now to do the voice, right?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. This is Kermit the Frog. And today's letter is the letter R for rambunctious. Can you use rambunctious in a sentence?
No.
All right, hit the music. Was that a good enough intro?
I think so.
We got it, right?
I think so.
All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of In Our Honest Opinion. I am Will, and joining me as usual is...
Adam.
Hey.
Marvin.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Marvin.
All right. I had one of those on my way here. Wow, that sounds like I was drinking and driving. Anyways,
yeah, it does.
And that's all three of us. Marvin's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, everybody.
Where's the clapping? Come on, man. You got to be on top of your game here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But there it is. Marvin's back. Oh, you got it? Yeah, all right. Marvin was on vacation, and so we've got a bunch of stuff that we're going to talk about. We're going to ask him stuff about his vacation. We're going to talk about Punky Brewster.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Knights of the Old Republic because we left you hanging last week. Some Star Wars, Supergirl, some Joker stuff. But before we do all that, Marvin, tell the people what they need to know.
How's it going, everybody? It's nice to be back.
Yeah.
I miss you guys. It was a good time I was having. If you can do me a quick solid and go ahead and give us a 5-star rating, written text review, it'll be real nice because that's going to allow us to go ahead and reach out to other people and we can spread out them digital hugs for everybody.
That's right.
Show enough.
All those digital hugs.
All those digital hugs, right, Adam?
All of them.
Adam they'll be feeling digital hugs, all the warmth. It'll be real nice.
And you went country towards the end.
It'd be real nice.
It'd be real nice.
Hey, I listen to Old Town Road, man. It happens.
Is that what it is?
It happens.
Hey, y'all, give us those digital hugs.
That's right.
We like them.
We're going to do this whole thing in the southern accent? I got to get ready for that.
I'm all fine with that.
Yeah, well,
Why not?
I guess this is the way I'm going to do this one then.
This is my NPR voice.
Is your NPR voice not your country voice?
It's a good thing. No, when I don't have my accent, it's my NPR
Oh,
voice.
gotcha.
It's the quiet storm.
Yeah.
So yes, as Marvin said, go ahead and give us those 5-star. Ooh, quiet storm.
And I just got to tell you, I'm not doing a southern accent.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to do the whole episode. I think I could pull it off, though.
I could probably pull it off. I just don't want to.
That'll hurt some of people's ears. I know.
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
That's a little placist. But anyways, remember, guys, you can find us at inouronestopinion.com and anywhere that you listen to this podcast. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and leave a comment because it does. It gets us in everybody's ear.
Remember,
in the ear.
I am from Canada, Will.
I still thought he was Middle Eastern. We're still cheering that on?
Yeah.
You're not Arabic?
Man,
anyways,
we're pro-Canadian, man. Pro-Canadian.
Take a look at him over at the bio page on inouronestopinion.com.
Yeah. You'll find out that I'm not actually Canadian.
Wow.
Yes.
And so with that, let's go ahead and switch over to Marvin. Mr. Marvin, you artful gent, you.
Yes, indeed.
You're back.
I am back.
You left us. You went out of the country.
I
you
did.
went all the way across the Pacific to the Oregon.
Yeah.
France. France. Yeah.
Oregon, France. I had a new dress, got a new bonnet. I needed to get some baby formula.
Did you get it all?
I did. I did.
Right.
Will finally beat the person up that was hiding in his mattress, so we're good there. Only certain people understand these references. That's fantastic.
If you don't want me to find you, do not hide in a mattress. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyways,
So I do have a question.
Fire away.
Since you went to France,
Yes.
did you get to see the Coneheads?
No, I did not.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. I was hoping so, but I'm real sad.
Oh my God. guys, if you can't tell, we've got some new stuff that we're trying out this episode. We hope you enjoy.
Some of it's hit, some of it's miss. A lot of it's miss, but hey.
All of it's Ioho.
Exactly.
All right, so you went to Oregon, right? First time on the West Coast?
Pacific Northwest.
Yay. How'd you enjoy the mountain weather, right? Like
I'm moving. I'm not coming back.
Yeah?
It's been real, everyone.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
No, but like honestly, it was a fantastic experience.
Okay.
The plane ride there, I didn't tell you guys this story, but so the plane ride there, first leg of it, we went to Denver.
Uh-huh.
And there was a kid crying in the seat behind me.
Uh-oh.
Like a toddler who just would not stop. Kicking the seat next to me.
Ooh.
They would not stop. I was like,
that's bad parenting.
This is awful. Live studio audience was sitting 2 seats ahead, unfortunately.
Yeah, because you guys got split up.
Yeah, we got split up.
What airline did you go on?
It was United.
Oh, okay. Was it that whole like you got to pick your own seat by checking in online?
No,
thing?
okay. That's only Southwest.
Gotcha.
But we got to Denver. I already noticed it was a temperature change. Got on that plane. Some drunk guy was in the aisle seat. Sat down. The first thing he said to me, "Hey,
you're black. Oh,
do you know what those things are in your lap when you're sitting down?" No, you know those things. You buckle them. The seat belt. It's like yeah, that. You know what those are for? To keep you in your seat from getting jostled around. Well, that's true. And also to keep you in your seat when the plane crashes so they can identify your body.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, okay, that's great. Fantastic.
I need you to say that out loud just a little
bit
louder. Sir. Yeah.
And then he went on to say...
Marshall?
Yeah, these things. I drive these things. Not commercially. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, I drive these things.
Oh, wait. Hold on. The twist of this story, it was the pilot?
If only.
You were talking to the pilot?
Like, a couple minutes later, I hate flying. But you just said you were a pilot. Oh, I mean... And then stopped. Literally stopped.
Nice.
15 minutes later. You know, like when you're driving in a car and you're not the one driving? Yeah, it's like that. I don't like when other people are flying.
Dude, I'm just picturing that he gets up and goes into the cockpit.
Dude,
and starts flying.
I know, right?
Waiting on it.
He reeked of booze first off.
Ooh.
And then he's saying, yeah, the Airbus 319, that's the plane that we're on, has the lowest crash per capita. Like, what is this dude's deal?
Wow.
And then he ordered more Bloody Marys.
Oh, of course he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you arrived there, which is awesome.
Yeah. As soon as I landed, I saw like hair buns and top knots, or man buns and top knots.
Buns, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did get to experience some really cool stuff.
Yes.
So I'm holding on to well, it says copy, but a doubloon?
Doubloon.
I'm holding on to a doubloon.
From the Goonies, because that was filmed in Astoria.
Hey.
I got to see the Goonies house. I sent pictures of that.
Goonies being a 80s film, right?
Yep.
Just in case people don't know, was it Richard Donner?
Richard Donner and Steven Spielberg had something to do with it.
Kids are trying to find a pirate's treasure. Like
One Eyed Willie's treasure, man. Yeah, because they're losing their house.
That's exactly
They had to move from Astoria.
Hey, you guys.
Yep. I got to see the Goonies house. I got to see the jail from Goonies along with the car.
Yeah.
The school from Kindergarten Cop also. I got to see that.
Oh, nice. That's right.
Yeah.
Richard Kimball.
Yep.
We know too many old movies. It's not a tumor. That's all I
thought it was John Kimball.
John Kimball? Maybe.
I don't know.
Who's Richard?
I'm Detective John Kimball.
Well, let's go with John Kimball.
Yeah,
I think that sounds better.
Yeah.
This is usually where Adam gets us. Are you drawing blanks too?
I am, only because I haven't seen Kindergarten Cop in a long time.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say you've seen it though. I hope.
Well, I've seen it.
John Kimball.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one I saw was Kindergarten Cop 2.
You saw that?
With Dolph Lundgren?
No. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh
Did you
my
see
goodness.
That? I hurt my neck a little bit there.
Your head whipped around.
Yeah.
You whipped your hair back and forth.
But the thing about it is, you guys know I watch some crappy movies sometimes, so you wouldn't be surprised I've seen
That's
it.
true.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's true.
Yeah. But so you got to see all that. That sounds like fun stuff.
Yeah, man. I got a personalized tour of Astoria from someone who works on a historical society. So that was cool.
Very cool.
And just it's a way different world out there, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And Adam. You're not from the West Coast, but close enough, aren't you?
He's from the Northeast.
Northeast.
Where are you from? Philly? What the heck am I thinking?
Reading, Pennsylvania, which is close to Philly.
I flew over Philly.
Oh, yeah?
Nope. On the way back.
Did you know it was Philly when you went over?
Yeah, because on the seat, they had the flight information, and it showed you where you were moving on the map.
Nice.
So that was cool.
That is cool. All right.
Yeah, but no, I'm from the Northeast. So
Northerners.
Yeah.
Well, north of the wall.
King of the North.
Yeah, I am a fan of the West Coast, but I'm glad you had a good time.
It was a fantastic time.
It sounded like it was relaxing. I think Adam and I were swamped here in Florida with rain.
Yeah, it didn't rain a single day.
We had plenty of it.
Yeah.
Which is why when you're saying about that it was almost like winter weather in Florida a little bit.
It was a hot winter day in Florida.
Yeah, and I said you weren't missing much because it was raining or whatever.
And that blew my mind.
Dude, it rained like almost every single
Every day. Yeah, I think every day.
Yeah. It was
Another
crazy.
cool thing, because I spent a lot of time in Portland, was when I saw the Portland Trailblazers arena. I saw that. That was cool.
Oh, cool.
And watching the show Portlandia, I have a newfound respect for it because I know some of those places now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Not bad.
I highly recommend people to visit Portland.
Yeah. I'm down to.
We should all take a trip.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I want to go there for the Blockbuster. It's still there,
in
right?
Bend, Oregon. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
is
still
that
there.
the state that it's in?
It was 4 hours away from where I was at. I would have went if it was closer.
Yeah,
overpaid for a locally made shirt that said I was at the last Blockbuster.
Yep.
Dude, there was a beer made for that.
I'm not surprised.
And I was tempted to ask you if you could find it.
Next time I go there, I plan on heading out to Bend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm down to take a trip out there. I'm pretty sure you're down to take a trip anywhere out of Florida as well, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we can make an Idaho trip.
Yeah.
Do some live recordings out in the field.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
With that, let's switch over. Welcome back. We've got plenty here to kind of go over with you. But let's start off with, we've got one comment from Mr. Opus Garza that comes to us. We recently released the Idaho 31 Nights of Fright on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, all 4 bundles, right,
Okay,
where we packaged them all up. And so Mr. Garza here had some, so I'm going to, Adam, you're the one that's going to have to take over here, because it says, comment on Evil Dead 2013. I believe the extensive vulgarity in Mia's possessed character is what everyone has come to adopt as an evil/demon possessed characteristic. The overuse of vulgar words is the demon's choice to go over the top. 1, to shock and disturb, and 2, as a perversion on God's commandments. No matter what movie universe we're in, I think it's a common demon characteristic. In our honest opinion, I've corrected his acronym.
Fixed it a little
there.
bit?
Yeah, just a little bit there.
It's
Mr.
not I'm ho.
Garza. Yeah, no, I'm not ho. I-O ho. But anyways, take it away. This is your one of your little babies here.
Yeah, so I mean he's right on it. It is something that was I guess start in The Exorcist. That's where I can think of it as far as like the demons are vulgar and this and that.
Gotcha.
I just didn't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I just didn't necessarily want it in an Evil Dead film.
Yeah.
That was probably my big issue with it. However, with Ash vs. Evil Dead, it kind of took that a little bit.
Oh yeah.
From the Evil Dead remake, yeah, which okay.
Not a fan of that.
I mean, I'm willing to accept it, but I mean, I would prefer to watch the original Evil Dead over the remake any day.
Yeah.
Again, my stance on reboots. So
It was a good show, Reboot.
yeah. Especially that Evil Dead episode.
That episode was pretty awesome.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. I think the reason I kind of agree. I think it was overblown. They didn't need to have all that. I know why they do it, because it's like, oh, diabolical, and this is evil. What's evil? Using bad words.
So first thing that
First ticket to hell.
Yeah, exactly.
First thing that went through my head when I sat down, Evil Dead remake starts playing, and I just heard when I heard the tons of F-bombs in the very beginning of the movie, I'm just like, all right, so
here we go.
This is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
So it just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth at the start of the movie.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not a bad movie. I just prefer to watch the originals over that.
Yeah. And they included the tree rape. That was one thing they did include.
Sort of. It was kind of a vine thing, and
it was a viney tree.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Comes out of the mouth and everything. It was a little bit much.
It was just a little.
Really? That's the sound we went for.
And by the way, that was an actual sound effect from the Evil Dead
from the movie.
reboot.
Good God, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, thanks for the comment, Mr. Garza. Remember, guys, you can always comment in our honestopinion.com on any of the episodes that are listed there. Or on our Instagram at IOHO_podcast.
No.
So, let's move on to our first topic here.
Oh, I just have one more. I just need to do a shout out to one of our listeners, Lou.
Oh.
Lou, fight me. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. Just fight me.
But you guys aren't family.
Sometimes we're
Gotcha.
The thing is, I knew what you were about to happen, and I got excited.
But
I got excited.
Here's the thing, man. So sometimes family fights, because I mean, how many times did
No, it's fighting with my family. That's another.
Did Paul
movie to
Walker and Vin Diesel get into it?
I don't think they ever did.
Did they?
I
No.
thought they did.
I think that's only a rock.
I thought they got into it.
That's a different way to get into it.
Okay.
I don't think they got into that either.
Just next topic.
All right.
Will's
Well,
reaction.
since your fly's down, Punky Brewster. Punky Brewster is an American sitcom about a young girl being raised by a foster parent. The show ran on NBC from September 16th, 1984 to March 9th, 1986. And again in syndication in October of 1987 to May of 1988.
Here's a bit of trivia with that. They use the same dog throughout the entire series.
What is the...
Brandon was the dog.
Yeah?
I think it was actually a female dog. I can't remember her real name, but the actual dog was used throughout the entire series.
Oh, that's funny. They didn't switch it out, or it didn't die.
I would say the name Brandon is fine in today's era, whether it was a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
That's,
dog.
I mean,
Yeah.
we won't assume the
Brandon.
gender.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A dog's a dog.
Brandon, my dog.
This is a show that I really don't remember it. I don't know if you guys
was
actually
hot.
watched it. So the thing is that my sister used to watch it, right? And it's one of those things where we lived in a household, one television. So if there was a show that I wanted to watch at 4:30, then it was whatever show she wanted to watch at 5, right?
Yeah.
And so this is one of those that finally, like, my showtime was over. It was her turn, and so she'd watch Punky Brewster. And I definitely was not a fan of whatever, it was, because I didn't really pay attention to it. But fast forward, man, and later on in life, Soleil Moon Frye, sweet giblets. That woman's attractive to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot.
She's pretty amazing.
But she's actually, I think, producing this and going to star in it. I'm pretty sure she's not going to be Punky Brewster. I could see her being
pretty
the...
sure
well,
she
she is
is.
Punky. You haven't read the synopsis?
I didn't.
Oh. Yeah.
Is she going to be
So,
Punky again?
she's Punky.
And she gives her
And
kid
she
up
has
for
3
adoption?
kids.
Oh, okay.
And she takes in a single mother
And
who
she
takes in a
takes in a
foster kid
Gotcha.
who reminds her of herself.
Oh.
But it's a time paradox because it really is her from the past.
From the past? I was
Yeah.
going to say, not from the future.
I was
Okay.
going to say, what if she has a dog and it reminds her of the dog, too?
And the dog's name is Punky. So then whenever
Oh,
she yells out,
punker.
like, Punky,
Oh, punker.
then the dog comes, the kid comes, and they're like, how many times do I got to tell you, stop calling me Punky?
Punker.
There's
You have
the
a dog named
There's the
Brandon. Oh, Punker.
This is something that I'm not going to watch.
I will.
I find... Adam, this on your list too?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm probably not going to watch it.
Yeah. No.
Man.
I'm like 99.9% certain I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So
you're going to have to let us know how it is.
Yeah,
It's
Marvin's
going to be fantastic.
I mean, I'll probably watch the trailer and be like, there she is.
I was going to say, Marvin.
My future ex-wife.
If there was a better thing for you to bust, into, like, as far as, like, a
Soleil
topic.
Moon, Ioho.
That'll be my own podcast. It's just be Punky Brewster review.
where the entire thing is just you talking
about that.
About Punky
on this
Brewster.
week's episode of Punky Brewster Returns.
It was a very special episode of Punky Brewster.
You got to make sure you're breathing all hard and your hands are wet when you're filming and recording.
It's just kind of funny because I was thinking, I saw like a font and I was just being weird to my coworker and I'm like, man, look at that font. It looks great, doesn't it? And then I said, maybe that's going to be my next podcast where I just talk and discuss about
fonts,
different fonts.
Just look at that serif font.
Yeah.
Sometimes I prefer sans serif.
Today,
but the serif.
I was just thinking about
Arial
asking
bold.
those important questions in life, like what's the proper point as far as your size of text? Is it 10, 12, or do you want to be bold and go like
I'm a 16
13?
kind of guy.
Yeah. I like to be italicized.
Yeah.
Just like the Michael Jackson video.
I like strike through for no reason whatsoever.
That's good.
Yeah.
A good old Comic Sans.
Comic Sans.
Good old Comic Sans let you know you mean business.
We should cut this out and put it as a podcast episode.
It's a new Ioho spinoff podcast.
That's right.
Let's talk fonts. Fun with fonts.
Yeah, fun with fonts. I like that. Font me.
Yeah, I like it.
Anyways, let's talk about another thing here that I'm probably not going to watch either. But the Spice Girls is getting a show, huh? All of them are coming back to voice the animated characters. That's right, an animated Spice Girl series. It's a little. This again falls in line with the whole
Wait.
Making
is Posh going to be in it?
All of them. You're going to watch her animated stuff?
Because I know she's not doing the tour that's happening right now.
Oh, really? They're on tour?
Yeah.
They were on tour.
They're on tour. They were on tour, but she didn't take part.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still on tour, but they had a tour. She didn't take part.
She's too good, huh?
Aren't they all like 60 now?
David Beckham life. Are they?
I know they're a lot older.
Yeah, they're
Old Spice.
They're
And it's Terry Crews.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I'd watch that because it'd be so entertaining.
He's hilarious.
I mean, there's so many questions. You're probably just wondering. I mean, is it something that you want? Do you really, really want it?
How long were you thinking about that the whole time? Like I was setting this up, or
Well, I want to know.
You want to what?
I want to know.
You want to what?
I'm not doing this. All right.
You want to really, really, really want to say? And with that being said,
So do you think that Scary
Spice Girls
is bringing Eddie Murphy's illegitimate child with them on tour?
oh, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, Scary Spice has Eddie Murphy's bastard child.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
But
Yeah.
isn't there like zero contact there?
I think
or
the
something?
baby is like Scary Snow. I think that's what their name is.
Scary Snow?
What?
What in the world?
Yeah. Yeah, Snow because he's a bastard. And he took his mother's name, Scary.
I see what you did.
Okay,
Adam had to put his phone down and everything. He's like, this.
I'm like, all right, so it makes sense. But I was thinking that was the actual name. Because celebrities do stupid things like that as far as naming their kids ridiculous things.
Yeah.
No, so Posh Spice is 45.
Okay.
So they're all probably around that age somewhere.
45, 44. Let's see. 43.
Oh, okay.
Baby Spice still looks like very young.
Baby
actually.
Spice.
Yeah.
That's why she's the little one.
Yeah.
All right.
46. That's the redhead one.
What's that one's called?
Jerry Spice.
Spicy Spice.
I mean, it's
Oh, I forgot.
Ginger Spice.
Ginger?
Yeah.
It wasn't geriatric Spice?
Yeah. Octogenarian Spice.
Yeah.
I mean, like hats off to them. At least they're doing their own voices. Like
True.
Like the Beatles couldn't be troubled to do their own voices in the Yellow Submarine animated film.
Man.
Yeah.
The Spice Girls, they're not wannabes.
Oh, I see.
Right? I use that in the right context, right?
I think so. This whole segment hurts.
It's a real Spice World.
Why did I put this on the list again?
I don't know, because you wanted us to say stupid things.
I'm going to join the Spice Girls, and I'll be cumin.
What?
He named a spice. That's what Marvin did.
Oh my
He
God.
went for the low-hanging fruit. Okay.
Cumin.
I mean, like, cumin's not a spice that I would normally go for.
You can be paprika.
No, I got.
Or if you want to be edgy, smoked paprika.
I'm cinnamon.
I mean, like
You look
pepper,
more like a nutmeg.
like pepper or garlic salt or something. I mean, that's what I season chicken with.
Mustard.
Seasoned chicken with garlic and pepper, and it comes out wonderful, man.
I'm a little mad at Marvin, and I missed your recipe here. What are we cooking? Bastard called me
we're making
nutmeg.
chicken?
Dude. And he's gone again.
He's gone. He's gone. Whoops! I ripped my earphone out. While he recovers, Supergirl is getting fast tracked.
No, I'm just thinking, like, this is such a weird podcast.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about fonts.
We've come up with a couple.
Talking about spices.
And now spices.
and Marvin is suffocating at the moment.
This probably is the most rambunctious episode we put together in a while. Welcome back, Marvin.
Picture, dude.
I broke him. I broke him.
You were so mad. It'd be called nutmeg.
You're right. There he is. Gotcha.
If you saw Will's face, you'd be laughing as hard as I am because he was so mad.
Good call.
It's like,
on
you're
that,
not
Adam.
cinnamon. No, you're nutmeg.
Bastard called me nutmeg. That's fine. We got you. I know where you live.
You just heard the record scratch, and then he's just so mad.
Oh man. Oh yeah, it's them. So Supergirl is actually being pushed forward with a 2020 release, and I didn't see much else added beyond that. Safe to say the Justice League, whatever the heck the Warner Brothers were trying to do with the DC characters is gone, right?
Yeah, so we've got another alternate universe or whatever.
Is that what they're doing here?
I'm just saying if they don't want to exclusively scrap it.
Yeah.
So they can say that Aquaman and Wonder Woman
Yeah.
take place in old DCEU.
True.
Guess what? They can be brought into the new one because alternate universe.
Whoa.
My Supergirl is from 1984, starring Helen Slater. I don't need any new ones.
Should we get this on?
Oh my God!
Whoa,
Whoa!
Oh man!
All right, so we're gonna try something here. I'm gonna bring this closer. Hey, Jared, can you hear me? Yo. So we're actually recording. And so I've got the phone close to the mic. Oh, I forgot the speakers up top.
Well, that's funny because I was just calling you to tell you get into our Discord. We are recording in like 5 minutes.
That's hilarious.
All right,
Wow.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Marvin back?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, everyone's here.
Hello.
Are you trying to pull it in?
Let's see.
Marvin's because we're all connected to the computer here and everything. Marvin's kind of working some wizardry. We're gonna see.
Oh,
We're gonna see if we get you pulled in on here. Actually,
let's see if I can get the app here.
this is all.
We're doing it live.
Yeah. Like this will all be in this week's episode.
You're welcome.
You better mark that. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yep, definitely.
You got it?
Definitely. Oh, man.
All right. So he's working on that. We'll get that pulled in there. Let me see if I could knock out another topic before we jump in there and harass you guys. You guys, I'm hearing noises. Things are happening. So, anything you want to say to the people that may listen to them?
I'm ready.
You got it?
I'm still working on it here, so
All right.
hopefully we'll
catch you in a second here. All right, Jared? All right, brother. Say, you're still on the mic here, so you can go ahead and say bye to all our listeners.
Oh, What do you want me to say something awful about Adam? Or I can do both.
Yeah, there you go. We'll take that. Do both.
Thanks.
I actually don't have anything bad to say. I'm in foreign territory at the moment.
Well, he says that Marvel movies are terrible, so
Yeah.
you got that.
It's true.
Who said that?
Adam.
Adam Page.
Adam?
Yep. He's not.
Adam, bruh. You know what? Adam is the equivalent of our Zack, or our Quack, actually. It's on every movie he sees.
Yes.
Yeah, I said that.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to get Quack and Adam in a sleeping bag so that way we can beat the crap out of them.
I'm fine with that.
I like it.
Zip it shut. Pull out
I'm fine with all of that.
Pull out the Jose Canseco bat and teach him a lesson.
Tell me,
Hey,
you didn't pay
why
money for
wasn't
this.
Marvin part of the show last pod? That's my problem.
Well, you're asking why you weren't here?
Because I got a new dress and a new bonnet, so I had to go get some new baby formula.
Oh. Well, I'll just leave that one.
And he was in Oregon, and now we've got him back.
Good. I noticed how you guys cut his voice in here and there a couple times. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. We had to keep him here in spirit.
In spirit.
Yep. So, all right, he's gonna keep
It's not
typing
an
away there.
appropriate IOHO pod without the black guy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. You're right. He's
We
our.
can do without the white guy.
Oh, come on, man. By the way, Marvel films are still trash.
Ooh, shots
They are
fired.
Adam says Marvel films are all trash. Some of them, yeah. Shut up.
He said, yeah. We need to beat them
You
both.
can't do that. Oh, you're in our Discord right now.
Yes, we are.
Oh, you got it. All right.
Whoa.
Hello?
Jumping off the line.
And we're live.
Whoa.
This is amazing.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Excellent.
Is that Monsieur
You'll
Quack?
be able to hear all of us separately. Jared, test your mic. Hi.
Hey.
Oh, wow. This is the first crossover with
I need to grab
With
in
the
our
out
honest
crowd?
opinion
Yeah.
and the out crowd.
Yeah. So because we have been recording this whole
This
time.
is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So for anyone who who isn't aware, we actually have a pretty, I guess, strong brotherhood with the Outcrowd podcast. You probably see us poking each other all the time online. And so in the middle of our recording session here, you guys heard that Jared gave us a call. We jumped into their Discord. We'll probably include that link when we post this episode. But now we're all tied up. Everyone's in everyone's ears.
We should clarify. It's digital pokes because you said that.
Yeah, no. I meant it the way it
you guys
sounded.
are poking
Wait,
each
wait,
other.
so-
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get the party started. I like it.
There it is.
Nice.
Well played.
Oh, this is perfect.
Well played. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just say that I'm going to scrap whatever, or not scrap whatever else is on the list. But hey, guys, why don't you introduce yourselves? For our listeners who don't know who you are.
Who's taking it?
Okay, I'll go first. Hi, my name is Jared.
Hi, Jared.
I like long walks on the beach,
Oh,
but I hate the sand.
It's so coarse and it gets everywhere.
everywhere.
I know.
Every crack and crevice.
Next.
Hi, I'm Zack, and I'm an alcoholic.
Especially after episode 100, I don't doubt that.
He also gets everywhere.
That also gets everywhere.
Hi, I'm Quack, and I'm the story guy.
Excellent.
That's right. I think at the beginning of every one of your guys' episodes, or not at the beginning, but roughly throughout, right? It's all like, where's the story? Who's got the story? And you always come with some sort of,
Yeah,
what's a
Jared.
good 1980s word?
I was gonna
Hijinks?
say no. Jared threatens him and says like, "You're the story guy."
Spit it.
We don't keep him
Yeah.
around for his peppy attitude. We keep him around 'cause he makes us do less work.
Nice. And the last of the group, where is he?
Shmolty.
Introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm Jared.
Nice.
Beer crack.
And a beer crack.
I was about to say,
I like
they
it.
popped it? Okay. Nice.
I like
There's
it.
2 Jareds?
Yeah,
Like last week, we had 2 Marvins. Remember that?
Yeah.
it's true.
Do we have 2 Marvins?
Yeah.
No, I think you just
Yeah,
spoke
sure.
for them. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you guys live in what state exactly?
Utah.
The state where they make white people.
Honestly.
Adam, I didn't know you're from Utah.
Dude, are you from-
It's true. It's true, man.
Well-known fact.
that's that's terrible. And we're in Florida, where you guys always get your This Week in Florida topic, right? So,
Yeah, we're always
Yeah, we've got a couple this week.
oh,
That's
do
where
you?
we get our laughs.
Nice. And you guys
Do
are
you guys even own a TV, or do you just get your morning coffee and go out on your front porch?
on the front porch.
and
That's exactly how it works, right?
Yeah,
That's-
we just get our sweet tea, sit on the porch,
Sweet tea, excuse
talk about
me.
owning land.
yeah. Coffee. That's a Utah thing.
I mean, every once in a while we polish our guns and just sit on the rocking chair.
Yeah.
Speaking
Don't
of,
say guns. That's a bad word around here. We got liberals that can't handle that.
We polish our guns here too. This is
I've been polishing my gun since I was a young boy.
Yeah, I just traded an AR-15 straight across for 7 samurai swords.
Can you believe that?
Nice.
What?
For 7 sounds.
Yeah.
it sounds fake,
Is-
but it's not. Just look at 'em.
Is China attacking and we just didn't get that memo?
What happened is he saw Last Samurai with Tom Cruise and he felt inspired.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what his bill of sale says?
Wait, what?
You did it. So explain to me the thought process behind
Yeah.
7 samurai swords.
Do elaborate.
Well,
please.
basically, I was the guys at work like, "Hey, I'm trying to sell my AR-15," and they all started lowballing me like $100. My supervisor came out and he's like, "I'm not gonna buy it, but I think I've got like a few samurai swords." And I was like, "How many?" And he's like, "I don't know, like 7 or something like that." And I was
This is
like, "I'm in," and it's done deal, bro.
This is an Adam Sandler movie.
I think it is. Isn't that the one he's doing now with Jennifer Aniston?
That Netflix
Hey, he
original.
also threw in. He also
AR-15
threw
and
in
the
2
7
extra
samurai.
knives.
Say that again.
He threw in a switchblade, a hunting knife, and then like a 14-inch like Bowie knife.
Oh, Bowie knife. I thought you were going to say something else.
Not a dildo. He's already gonna.
He gave you the 14.
I've already got all those that I need.
It's called the Thor.
Oh no. All right. And you guys are in the middle of recording what, episode 102?
Yeah,
All right. How long till you guys kick that off?
we were just sitting down getting everything set up when we decided to test out our Discord recording setup.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
I guess we're gonna see how
Yeah,
it
we're
plays out.
kind
here.
of doing that too.
Well, then I'll ask you one of our topics here. I'm going to ask, since I've got you guys on the line as well. We'll see kind of what everyone thinks here, right? I think some of you guys are a little bit older. Jared, especially being the oldest of the planet.
Yeah.
What was Moses like in real life?
Oh man.
Did you teach him how to fish?
How'd you feel when he took down those 2 stone
Did you
tablets?
teach a man to fish?
Say that again.
Oh my god.
I was getting berated over here. I didn't hear the question.
How'd you feel when he took down those 2 stone tablets?
He was like, "This is a bull."
Stole them from me. Those were
I was
my
like, "You're
stone
gonna fit
tablets.
all that on that boat?"
That's not
man.
Moses.
Yeah. What was
Who's Moses?
That's
Moses
Noah,
was the-
bro. Oh, Noah. I'm
Oh,
not.
man. Dude,
You were there, Jared.
I'm
You
not
were there.
I'm not a religious man. I don't know.
He had too much of the burning bush.
Oh,
He
no.
couldn't help it.
yeah.
I'm glad I called.
Yeah.
Blessing.
We totally haven't even answered what the question was going to be. Or
What was the question?
Yeah.
So the question is actually, right? Keanu Reeves has always been a pretty laid back guy, right? And as of late, I feel like he's turned into the new like Chuck Norris, right? Everything that he does and says is the greatest thing on the planet. What am I missing here? Why do you guys think he's all of a sudden? Is it a prank, or is it just the fact that people are recognizing the fact that he's a pretty cool guy overall?
I don't know. I'd him.
I would too. But I think it's just he's getting more attention for how cool of a guy he is.
I think it's the fact that he's a nice guy. I think
less
that's
of
it.
him being a celebrity, more of just like people realize how cool he actually is. But I think it all started with John Wick and that video that came out that was like 45 seconds of him just destroying guns.
Yeah. He did.
I don't know, but then videos come out where he's like, he's taking the subway and then he stands up and lets a woman take his seat. People don't. I mean, regular people don't do that, let alone celebrities.
Yeah. No, you're right. The fact that he was on the subway, I think, is a.
I mean, the fact that most of his money from the Matrix was donated. He lost his kid. Oh yeah, he had a kid. Okay. It was stillborn. He lost his wife. Well, once the kid died, he lost his wife.
Okay, so what is this real life?
This is real life.
Yeah, real life.
Okay.
You thought this was a Matrix?
Yeah, he has like a cancer research because his sister.
I was just thinking that this was like a plot line to like John Wick because I didn't really see it yet.
His sister had leukemia, so he does a lot of philanthropy, but he doesn't want his name tied to it. Oh. Yeah, most of his earnings from Matrix 2 and 3 went to the cast, the crew. I mean.
So
he gave it to the special effects and costuming crew.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
He also lost his best friend, River Phoenix, back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I read something where he privately funds, like, I don't know how many children's hospitals, but he privately funds it.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
He's a good dude. It's a breath of fresh air. He's no Bella Thorne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that. Well, I guess I'm gonna second that. I'm gonna drop an F-bomb with you there, Jared. I'd him too.
I already did. I mean,
yeah, we don't hold back the swear words on our podcast.
Don't worry. For those who are listening to this half, for those listening to this half of the conversation, they're gonna hear some beeps.
Oh yeah. It's be like a radio editor on like rap music. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, I'm interested to see what this all does sound like.
Rap music is music we have down in the South. You guys might not know about that in Utah, but it's something that the urban people listen to.
Okay, so
we got rap. We got like Little Zane or Little Xanax.
I was gonna say because I know nothing.
Don't forget about Takeshi. Tamagotchi.
Oh,
69.
that Tamagotchi 69. Yeah.
And they also have Old Town Road. So I mean, they got that now. So.
Oh, that's true.
With Billy Ray Cyrus.
And we used to have XXX Tenactin, but.
Yeah.
Triple X Tenactin.
Yeah.
Tough acting Tenactin.
He's very tough acting.
Yeah. That's our
boy.
Man. Post Malone
lives in
Utah.
That's the one.
That's the guy. That's
Post
the one
Malone. I'm like, there's a really white one covered in ink.
See,
I was gonna say
the two black guys in the state were okay with it,
so they let it slide.
I am so lost right now.
They're getting close to the quota, so they had to ease back a little bit.
Dude, I'm still back in the 80s. I don't know.
You liked it when Marky Mark was rapping?
No, man.
Who's Marky Mark?
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Wow.
I know
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Is
Yeah.
that what it was?
Yeah.
There it is.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Look,
terrible.
Mark Wahlberg was cool for like a month, and that was when Four Brothers came out.
Four Brothers was good. I
was
enjoyed
really
that. The big hit, I'd say, is when he was cool.
That was big hit for me.
Okay, you want to know a movie where he was cool? Invincible.
Fear? Oh.
Invincible?
It's a great movie,
one?
man.
I was like,
Yeah, that was a good one.
That and Ted. I'll take Ted also.
I'll take Ted 1, yeah, not Ted 2.
Ted?
There's only one Ted movie. We don't need to worry about the other one. That's deleted scenes.
Oh, that used to remind me of that stuff I used to smoke called
Exactly.
Here Comes Autism.
They're coming, and here comes autism.
Here comes that's a strain that probably originated down here. I don't doubt that. All right. Another one, I guess, while I've got you guys. You guys Star Wars fans?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, but not dedicated.
Okay. Are you original trilogy Star Wars fans? We'll just forget the rest.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. See?
Yes.
Have you not seen pictures from the Instagram? There's literally 3 Star Wars pictures in the podcast.
In the background. Hey,
Yeah.
but our listeners don't know that.
We
man.
had to
I
clarify
gotta ask the obvious questions
For the
sometimes.
listeners who can't see.
I was going to say,
Wow.
dude, I actually knew that.
Did you?
I saw the posters.
Gotcha. All right. Knights of the Old Republic is I was going to say a small-time game. But it actually was huge, right? Way back in the day. And Knights of the Old Republic might be coming back out as a trilogy. Marvin, you actually weren't part of this conversation either, but I wanted to know, are you guys looking forward to any kind of deviation from the original like Star Wars crew, Star Wars stories, or do you want more of what we've been getting?
I want more Jedi.
More Jedi, or else I'm out.
I want more Jedi doing Jedi stuff.
Yeah, because Knights of the Old Republic wasn't about Jedi, was it?
Yeah.
No,
Was it? I don't remember that.
Knights of the Old Republic was about Jedi.
Knights of the Old Republic, there was a ton of Jedi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was 5,000 years in the past or something like that.
Yeah, and it showed the
I
origin
played
of the Ewoks.
I played that RPG like religiously.
Yeah.
Like Knights of the Old Republic game.
Yeah.
We've all seen that porn.
Mm-hmm.
You said you've all seen that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so then my bad. So then the idea that this would then be made into a whole new trilogy, I guess not a bad idea.
For me, it depends on the studio that does it because BioWare did the original one, and BioWare's
No, not a trilogy of games.
Movie.
the
Films.
movie.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're talking about
They're thinking about
Movie
making this 3 movies.
It's something.
Yeah, we-
It's something.
I'd
That's
watch
in
it.
production.
Darth Revan
Yeah,
and Darth
we-
Malik. Yeah, I'd watch it.
Okay.
We've talked about it before. Like, I didn't care to see Ryan Johnson get a new trilogy that was supposed to be some other universe or
You can
part of
say
the
that
universe or
again.
galaxy. I'd rather see something that was past and had more Jedi and Sith action, something that would pertain more to the story we've seen rather than just people that we don't care about.
Heck yeah, man! I watched that Sith.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I see what you did there.
thankfully, the Ryan Johnson trilogy is done. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes me very happy.
Just makes me want to chuck a lightsaber over my shoulder. Like,
Yeah. Chuck him off a cliff.
Yeah. That's exactly it. If I could squeeze my blue milk into his face,
Exactly.
I would.
was just thinking that. Yeah.
Take that, Ryan Johnson. That's a taste.
All over his neck and hair.
Tastes like Jared. It should.
Yeah.
Aged and dusty.
Yep.
But sweet. Very sweet.
Smells of old books.
Yeah, rich mahogany.
Oh, rich mahogany. That's the flavor right there. All right.
Come get some.
Anyways, you guys riding along for the rest of this, or you guys got to jump to your show?
Yeah, I think we'll jump to ours now.
Cool.
I hope there wasn't too many swear words. I have to sleep out.
It's all good.
We got it. That's
It's Florida,
All
man.
good.
you know the editing thing, man. It's all part of the game. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
True.
All right.
Guys,
well, thanks for having us.
Yep, no problem. I was gonna say, remember they can find you guys on Instagram, right? At what is it does start with D, right? The _ crowd
Underscore
podcast.
podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever, man. You'll find them in the description to this episode.
Yeah.
They've got a website
Thanks
in the works.
That up, Bill.
Yeah.
You're
Thought we
welcome.
were cool.
Butchered all that.
Now Marvin's my new favorite.
Oh, wow.
You have good taste.
Marvin or Adam?
Yes.
Hang up. Cut them off.
No,
Right?
I was just thinking, dude, I'm excited because I'm in the run
End the
right
call.
now.
End the call.
Insane.
None of these guys matter anymore. And we'll make sure to include your Discord link as well, guys. Thanks so much for jumping on. Enjoy your episode 102.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, bing.
Bing.
Ooh,
There's a cough.
yeah, there was.
I just like that we got the coffin at the last
Oh,
minute.
that's you know me. I gotta let it keep running.
Yeah. That was interesting and new.
Yeah.
We've been looking to actually do a crossover episode with those guys, and I think now that we know that it works, hopefully we'll
We'll find out.
yeah, we'll see if we have a.
I should have asked this while they were on,
Call
but the yeah, call back right now. No, the Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Will, did you play it?
Yes, I did. And
Did
I
you-
actually bought it for my iPhone, so
Did
I
you
own the iOS version as well.
enjoy it?
Yeah, it's there's a lot of that's with a lot of the tree selection, like for dialogue or whatever,
Yeah.
which kind of takes me out of it after a while. Where it's like, how many times am I going to click on? I like whenever I watch like a cutscene sometimes, or where some of that stuff's being fed to you while you're playing. And one of the things that bugged me about Knights of the Old Republic was that it was a lot of like branching conversations where you spent a lot of time just like this,
right?
And that.
Yeah, because you could be light side or dark side.
That was actually my issue with it when I tried to play it back in the day.
Yeah,
I wanted more control over the battles too. Like, the RPG aspect, and I realized it used D&D rules or whatever.
Yeah.
True.
It was a good game that I could never get into because I felt like I was spending too much time just not doing anything.
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
So I mean, honestly, I'm looking forward to the movie series.
And that's honestly, that's why I got into the Mass Effect series, because that team is the one who did Knights of the Old Republic.
Better.
And like the dialogue system, they streamlined it and made it more interactive, and it made it more action packed and more fast paced.
Okay. Yeah, because I've never actually played Mass Effect.
Play the first two.
I'm gonna play the most recent one.
I think I had
Andromeda. And you're gonna hate everything.
Marvin, isn't that the good one?
It's gonna make you slap your pets.
Yeah, but here's the thing: everybody hates it, so it means I'm gonna like it.
Take that, dog.
Yeah.
The third one is where you actually like chose early on in the game, like if you wanted to play it as an RPG or as a shooter, right?
I think the second one did that.
Did that?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember one of them. I think I bought the first three out of respect to what the studio had done. Like, same thing with Coder.
So I have a question on that too. How many Mass Effect games are there? Like 4?
4.
There's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I know people hated 3.
No. They hated the ending to 3. The gameplay was they loved the gameplay, but they were just mad because you made a lot of decisions in the first 2 and it branched over into the third one.
Right.
And they felt that they didn't get the endings that they wanted. Sort of like how Game of Thrones ended.
Oh, gotcha. And
I was all right with it.
Just upset and crying.
Yeah.
Which happens. It does happen.
It does. I mean, it sounds like I was jabbing the fans. I'm not.
You were stabbing them. You're stabbing them in the heart.
Wow. This episode's full of all kinds of new crap, man.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
That is wow. And this title, you coined the title for the episode early on. Was it today or yesterday? Right? Like, man, and it's spot on.
Two or 3 days in advance.
Rambunctious.
Ooh. Yeah.
It was when we were talking about the Joker being rated R.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and throw that in there, actually. So, the director, oh my gosh, I forgot his name now.
Magic
Todd
Johnson.
Phillips. Or Todd Phillips.
Magic Phillips.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Todd Johnson. That's a porn name if I've ever heard one.
Yeah. I'd say.
Todd Phillips actually is confirmed that this... Is that it, like whipping it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Confirmed that it will be rated R. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, Marvin stole my answer.
How do you know that was me? Seriously.
That's
assumptions. Assumptions.
I'm looking at the man with the keyboard.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Wait, that's still me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got yourself there.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that, though? Rated R, good, bad, doesn't matter?
I still don't really care for this movie.
Yeah?
I just can't. I can't even. A scale of 1 to even, I can't. I'm back, everybody. I'm back.
That makes me want to backhand you so much on a scale. 1 to even, I can't. Sweet.
Wow. I mean,
sweet. Oh God.
Okay, so that was actually an original, right? Because it was good. Like
there's a 12-year-old girl somewhere out there has said that. Okay. She's
OMG,
snobby.
WTF, BBQ sauce.
On a scale of 1 to
so
even,
I think we should call this one Rambunctious : on a scale of 1 to even, I can't.
on a scale of 1 to even, I can't. All right, there it is.
But I'm actually looking forward to the movie. Still,
yeah.
It's not something I needed as far as like an R rating. I don't judge a movie based off of its rating.
You're right.
It's cool, I guess. I guess it means we're gonna get this dark gangster movie or whatever it's gonna be.
I think this guarantees a little bit more blood and violence than I expected it to have.
It's going to be a lot of violence and
that,
blood.
and I think probably the psychosis
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be a big thing. At least that's judging off of the trailers, that's the vibe that it's giving.
Yeah, and they said that it's what's supposed to be like a portrait of somebody that's mentally ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to dive into that quite a bit with it being rated R. I mean, we'll see. We're all going to see it.
Yep.
And we're all going to love it or hate it. So.
A-list.
Yep. A-list.
A-list right
Sponsor us already. Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
With that being said.
Shame. I'm sorry. I want to know what it
I was
did.
like, are we near the end of the episode? Is that where are we at on time?
We're at 55 minutes.
All right, we're doing good. So then let's talk about this game console, the game console.
Ouya.
Ouya?
Ouya.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is it actually Ouya?
Yes, it is.
Oh, my God. I got it right?
Ouya.
Nice.
It's Ouya, but I remember the woman that was like head of that or
Who,
whatever.
Booyah?
No, there's like one of the women.
Point
She's like
I think we made that joke
Phil
before.
Spector or whatever for
Phil Spencer?
Oh.
for
that's Phil Spector.
for Microsoft. Is that
It's
his
Phil
name?
Spencer.
Spector?
Phil Spencer?
Yeah.
Heck
Phil
no,
Spector,
I thought it was
is that
Phil
the guy's
Spector.
name? Yeah.
I could have sworn it was Phil Spencer.
Phil Spector. Philip Harvey Spector is an American record
Is it?
producer.
Oh,
Nope.
no, Phil Spector's the guy that murdered somebody.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name?
Phil Collins? Phil Phillips?
Phil Spencer is American business executive for Microsoft.
Phil Spencer.
Boom!
Oh.
That's what I was
Okay,
saying this
well-
entire time.
I don't know who Phil Spencer is. That
Phil Spencer?
are you thinking of the guy for Xbox that
The who
Major
had the,
Nelson or whatever?
No,
Or are you talking about the guy who had the Gears of War tattoo?
I don't know, but I'm way confused now because I don't know what I'm talking
When
about.
they did that lame reveal
Yeah.
of the
Or was it
Grand
Halo?
Theft Auto, the Grand Theft Auto tattoo where he lifted his arm
Well,
up.
initially he had a Halo one.
fake.
But anyway, I'm talking about the guy that's like Reggie for Microsoft. That was like Reggie for Microsoft.
Phil's name?
Oh,
Phil's and me or whatever.
Yes.
yeah, but it wasn't Phil Spencer, was it?
It's Phil. What?
Xbox, Phil. Yeah, I guess it is Phil Spencer.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was
Okay.
Phil Spencer, dude.
That's
All right.
weird.
So here's the secret about me. I'm apparently illiterate.
Oh,
and
it's a
can't read.
different Phil Spencer. This is the guy that
It's
you're
Phil
thinking of.
Spencer, not Phil Spector. I was thinking. It's
No, but
Phil
when I
Spector.
typed in Phil
Hang on.
Spencer that works for Microsoft, it's an older guy, and this is also Phil Spencer for Microsoft,
Yeah.
but Xbox.
That's what
You were right with the name.
All right.
We were saying no
Marvin?
because we saw the older bald guy.
Yeah.
So Marvin, you're right, and
Yeah.
I apologize.
I had his picture. It was right there.
But
the entire time.
It's too
anyway,
small.
the
Why are you telling Adam that? That's messed up.
Hit him with your Twix. Hit him with your Twix.
what?
Nothing. You were saying anyway?
You're referring to that picture.
Yeah,
photo,
yeah,
too.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It's definitely not true. Anyway, no, the woman that was like the head of like their games or whatever
Mhm.
for Ouya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember she made the quote and said it'll make you say "oh yeah,"
Really?
and it was so bad. It was such a bad,
Pun.
like cheesy thing to say
Yeah.
that it made me go out and buy
Got it.
buy an Ouya
Yeah.
immediately after that.
Yeah, you're like, I want one.
I'm still trying to get a Nokia N-Gauge.
So,
That's what I'm after.
oh my god.
Um,
For those who don't know, the Ouya was an Android-based micro console developed by Ouya Inc. Julie Ehrman, I think, is who you're talking about.
yeah, that was
She
her.
founded the project in 2012. They made a bunch of games. The console didn't do well. It was like $100, I think, 100 or 150 bucks, something like that.
I believe it was 100, and it was known for having a crappy controller because I guess the controller's broke.
Yeah. Either way, it didn't do well. And there's some self-proclaimed, are they preservationists?
They're basically people that are looking to preserve games and history.
Gotcha.
And with this, there's actually a lot
ham.
that are.
They want to preserve ham too.
Yeah. That's an interesting mix.
Just keep salting it, man.
Yeah,
and
just
it's-
keep salting the
it's gonna
ham.
Preserve it.
But anyways, yeah, so you're saying they were trying to...
They're basically the same people that will go and buy like a prototype of a game or attempt to buy a prototype, and they'll go and try to rip the ROM
They want to
To-
archive all this stuff.
to keep
Yeah.
it preserved because eventually, I mean, I heard that the cartridges are gonna degrade after a while anyway.
So I thought these were all digital, right? But the games, though, they require an online connection. And
some
with
of them.
You're right. A big portion of them do, but with Razer, who bought them out, shutting off the servers, like then a lot of those games aren't going to work. Yep. So they reached out to Razer, and Razer was all like, "Talk to the game developers."
Yeah, which kind of sucks because I actually enjoy old consoles or consoles that I may not have played or weren't popular or whatever.
Dreamcast 3DO.
And I actually love the Dreamcast.
16.
I love the Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was awesome.
Dreamcast was a great system.
It was ahead of its time, and that's what killed it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
the guy that was the head of the Dreamcast project was the head of the Xbox.
Yeah.
And so everything that he did on the Dreamcast, he just did it again on the Xbox.
September 9th, 1999.
There it is.
It changed everything.
It was funny. I mean, I remember I was in
controller
school.
sucked, but you know.
I remember I was in school that day, and I had my mom go out and get me one.
That's right. Hands don't work properly now.
Dude, I got. I mean, it was great. I got NFL 2K. I
didn't think you played NFL games.
Back in the day, I did.
Oh wow! Did you get ready to rumble?
I did get ready to rumble.
Yeah.
I got Soul Calibur.
Heck yeah.
I got
the 2K19
got
games
House of the Dead 2.
Amazing.
And Sonic Adventure. I believe those were the games
Sonic
I got.
Adventure
So that was actually a solid lineup of games right there.
Hands down.
They did a good
But
job
yeah, no, it was a great system.
But the Ouya, not so much.
I know we need to go back to the Ouya. Or
Do we have to
keep talking about?
Yeah, let's preserve it.
Can we just talk about the Dreamcast more?
Let's preserve
I was
it.
going to say,
this,
let's go and do another podcast.
I know.
Dreamcast memories.
Dreaming of Dreamcast.
Dreaming of Dreamcast.
Yeah. I dream of Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
It probably exists. But anyway.
It's an adult film.
Ouya, I would actually love to have one. I think it's a shame that there's no way to keep these servers going or something so that we can keep it going.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having it. I mean, I was looking at the game library. I think I looked at the entire thing. And there's a few things I probably wouldn't mind playing.
Yeah. There's I definitely played. I'd give it a shot. It's one of those things where what I found interesting was that a lot of the developers, from what I understand, were one or two people. You know what I mean? That they took them a few days to craft together a game. So the library wasn't great by any stretch, but it was interesting to see kind of, you know, what these designers were thinking and, you know, how their games played. And unfortunately, it kind of just lived and died there. So
Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 is on it.
Is it?
It is.
Sega is a small company now.
It was.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, it was using what, Android?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was using Android, so it was just easy for them to port it over, and that was supposed to be one of the best things about it, was that it was going to be easy to take a game from a phone or a tablet.
Yeah. Put it on there.
And put it on there.
And I don't know if you saw that, but one of the requirements was that the game had to have a demo made specifically for the Ouya console, which could take time and could be challenging all on its own. So, you know, a lot of developers were scared away by that.
But they dropped that eventually.
But sometimes it's...
But it was too little too late.
Yep. Oh, R.I.P. Ouya.
You know what? And
Swim with the goldfishes.
I was actually looking up an Ouya system on eBay. I was tempted to buy one.
Yeah.
For how much? How much did you see them?
I think it was about 60.
It's probably gonna go up.
It was
actually,
60,
it might drop more.
I'm gonna say $40. I might shell out $40 to grab one, but
it was 60. This one was brand new, but I forgot about it, so I
just get a Virtual Boy.
It's
man.
gone.
Just get a Virtual Boy and call it a day.
Call it a day.
Okay, Marvin, do you remember when I was bidding on one of those?
I do remember. You obviously didn't win it. I do remember.
I did, but it was like a Virtual Boy with like 10 or 15 games.
Yeah, I think that's like the entire library.
and it was modified so that you could just plug it directly into the wall. It was great.
I like it.
It's good times, man.
I like it.
It was Nintendo's crazy experiment, and I would like to own it.
Yep, you should get one. You should I heard him say donut.
Yeah, you should donut.
Yeah, he's like, it's a crazy experiment, and I would like a donut.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is actually what I'm going to cap this off with this episode. You guys have anything else you want to throw in there?
I don't think so.
Marvin's wearing a turtle shirt. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
This is going to be an interesting episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to the Outcrowd Podcast for joining us. Wow.
I should let everybody know I drank my first bottle of Malta.
Yeah.
Goya Malta.
The sins of man embodied in beverage form.
I did not enjoy it. Will loves this stuff.
That's right. In case you guys don't know, I'm a minority.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the most exciting thing about my night.
Gotcha.
I was drinking the bottle of Goya Malta.
How about you? Was it the sushi? Was
I just watching Adam, a part of him die from drinking the Malta. That made my night.
Taking a sip to the mouth?
Yeah.
Right.
What is this?
He lost like some of his memories of his childhood.
It's 7 ounces, but it felt like forever to drink this thing.
Yeah.
It's only 7 ounces.
It was like eternal damnation.
So says most male prostitutes.
Shots fired.
Wow.
What was that? Rubber bands or something?
Oh, there it is.
I was gonna say that's an actual.
Waiting on the rest of it.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to the Outcrowd Podcast. Their links will be, supplied underneath in all this fun stuff here on iTunes.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit. Thanks for joining us, guys. That's Zack, Quack, Shmolty, sorry, and
Jared.
And Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're saving the oldest for last. That's what I was doing there.
Indeed.
So thanks for calling, Jared. I'm interested to hear what goes on the other end. So I'm Will. You can always find me on Twitter at KryptonsWill.
You can find me at The Artful Gent.
You can find me on Twitter as... Jesus. That was horrible.
Jesus, I'm horrible?
How do you spell that?
Yeah. Is that with a G or with a...
Is there an underscore in there?
And you can find me at Jesus_. I'm horrible.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cut that. But anyway, you can find me on Twitter at Adam_analyzes.
And of course at AdamAnalyzes.com. You can always find us all at InOurHonestOpinion.com. Thank you all so much for listening, man. We love you guys. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, and share with all of your friends.
For those digital hugs.
Digital hugs. I'm funny. Stop, guys. Stop. No, really, stop.
Good night.
Bye.
Nutmeg out.
Cheers.